welcome to another episode of Brand and Business News, your indispensable companion on the journey through Nigeria's marketing communication industry, PR strategic innovation, and the bustling activities of the business community. My name is Uzoma Atuma. On the show today, STANBIC IBTC marks 10 years of CSR impact with Together for a Limb Walk. NIPR UPTICOMM launch volunteer call for 9th Lagos Digital PR Summit. Shocking data drain. How consumers are battling unexpected data depletion and its impact. Inside CSR, Ken EGBAS discusses the authenticity and impact of corporate social responsibility. And let's talk brand and business with SHINA ITEADE. These and many more will come your way shortly. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Lanre Adisa. To me, advertising is being able to connect the dot between the brand and its audience through authentic storytelling. And on that note, I encourage you to keep watching Brand and Business News.
Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where branding defines success and communication is key, we bring you Brand and Business News on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brand and Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation, partner with us today, and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brand and Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing, one story at a time.
Welcome back. This is still Brand and Business News. We kickstart this episode with Consumers Talk, where the BBNews Crew hit the streets and consumer markets to amplify a troubling trend of unexpected internet data depletion, leading to sudden costly purchase of additional data and prompting many to question the fairness and transparency of telcos. This week on Consumers Talk, we capture first-hand accounts from frustrated users. Their experiences reveal the significant financial and practical impact of soaring data usage and underscore an urgent demand for clearer, more equitable data usage practices from service providers.
Now, Consumers Talk.
I don't know if it is me or it's actually the internet service providers that just sucked all the data. So I want to know how I'm using my data per time. I want to be able to monitor it.
Shocking data drain. How consumers are battling unexpected data depletion and its impact. In an era where digital connectivity is paramount, a troubling trend is emerging. Consumers are experiencing an alarming rate of data depletion. This phenomenon, characterized by unexpectedly high data usage, has left many individuals grappling with the sudden need to purchase additional data to maintain their online activities. As data consumption skyrockets, the implication extends beyond mere inconvenience, affecting both finances and daily routines. Recent investigations have revealed that the surge in data consumption may be linked to various factors, including the role of internet service providers and the design of broadband plans. Consumers are increasingly questioning whether their service providers are doing enough to ensure transparency and manage data usage effectively. Amidst this growing concern, the demand for more fair and clear data usage practices has never been more urgent. In response to this crisis, Consumers Talk this week delves into the heart of the issue by speaking directly with users and consumers on the street.
We know how much you subscribe monthly, and all of a sudden it's dropped to every 2 weeks, so it is telling. But I think it is because nobody is actually monitoring the billing system.
I was a victim of that maybe 2 months ago. I subscribed and I was not able to access the internet. I even called my service provider. They were telling me that they will resolve it. But unfortunately, before they resolved it, the data expired.
Before, I realized that you could use data for like longer. If you buy something of, let's say, 2,000, you know that it's going to last you a month. But now you use it and it's just like a week, and you're wondering, is it the same me that used that? The government too should like see to the way they attribute taxes. Most times, it's not their fault. If they are being taxed more than like they maybe plan for, they tend to like remove the remaining subsidy or something from the network they provide.
For every data consumption, there is an allocation that is depending on the weight of the file or the weight of the substance you're trying to download. There is consumption in data normally, but the way it's going now, the rate is higher. But then we should try to also minimize the way we download and then use data. They could give us an analysis, especially for the types of network that we use, MTN, Glo, Etisalat, and the rest of them.
I know how much I use in, loading my data before, but I know what I'm using. I know how much I'm using now. So there is drastic reduction in the way we use data now. I normally load like 1,000 for the month, but now before I can, make use of data like the way I've been using it before, I must load like 2,005 because this is not how it was before. That shows it's an addition of 1,500 naira, which is not like pocket friendly. So we also have inefficiency on the part of the service provider also, because you see a situation whereby you'll be making use of the data maybe to call or to actually send messages to your friends and well wishers. You discover that the message is not going on. You just discover a sudden disappearance of a network. At the same time, I'm not saying there's a fault from government, but I say is that the government can also do more by regulating this service provider.
They should bring up a mechanism to subsidize data for students. We are in a modern world where you have to access internet to read a lot. As a student, you have to make research. There are assignments to read online. So they should try to bring up a kind of a plan for students. Even if we have to give a means of identification to identify that, okay, this guy is a student. So in order to foster development in our society.
Now, brand news.
NIPR IBTICOMM launch volunteer calls for 19th Lagos Digital PR Summit. The Lagos State chapter of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, in partnership with IBTICOMM Marketing Company, has announced a call for volunteers to support the 9th Lagos Digital Public Relations Summit, scheduled for October the 16th to 17th, 2024 at the Newson Center in Lagos. This year's summit is themed Nurturing Authentic Connection and Digital Ecosystem. The event is endorsed by the Office of the Senior Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on digital and new media and supported by prominent media houses on global PR agencies. The summit, recognized as a key event in digital public relations, aims to bring together industry leaders, digital marketing experts, and emerging professionals. Volunteers will assist the various aspects of event management, gaining practical experience and networking opportunities with top figures in the fields of PR, media, and technology. Applications for volunteering are open until September the 15th, 2024. Comfort Obotwankwo, chairman of Lagos NIPR, stated that the summit is a platform for innovation and boundary pushing in public relations. She emphasized the value of volunteering for those looking to build connections and gain experience in the digital PR field. Since its inception in 2016, the Lagos Digital PR Summit has been a leading forum for discussing the impact of artificial intelligence on PR practice, with over 100 courses and a network of more than 1,000 digital PR ambassadors. The summit continues to influence the evolution of digital PR in sub-Saharan Africa. More information about the summit is available at lagosdigitalprsummit.com. Interested candidates can apply through the form provided by Lagos NIPR, available on BBNews TV websites, www.bbnewstv.com. This role offers a significant opportunity for individuals to contribute to an influential event and advance their professional skills in digital communication.
My name is Ken EGBAS. I'm the founder of True CSR Nigeria. and I want to encourage all of you, continue to watch Brand and Business News.
Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where branding defines success and communication is key, we bring you Brand and Business News on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brand and Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation. Partner with us today and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brand and Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing, one story at a time.
And now to our interview segment, LTBB. Let's talk brand and business with SHINA ITEADE, navigating compelling dialogue with Mr. Ken EGBAS, a pioneering force in CSR and sustainability. Mr. EGBAS, founder of White House PR and True CSR Nigeria, delved into the foundational principles of sustainability in corporate social responsibility, addressing its impact versus perception, and dissecting how businesses can authentically demonstrate their commitment. Stay tuned for an enlightening conversation that will provide invaluable insights into the intersections of brand integrity and social impact.
This is Let's Talk Brand and Business, a platform specially created to host technocrats, leaders, and industry authorities within the marketing, communications, and business community. My name is SHINA ITEADE, your host on this segment. Today I'm thrilled to host a trailblazer in the fields of marketing, communications, PR, and sustainability. My guest has dedicated over 2 decades to transforming the landscape of CSR and sustainability in Africa. As a founder of White House PR and True CSR Nigeria, he has not only guided major A-list organizations, but also championed grassroots initiatives across the continent. His visionary work includes the acclaimed Sarah CSR Awards Africa, which has become the gold standard for recognizing corporate and NGO excellence in sustainability. His influence has been recognized globally with accolades including a spot in Asset Global's top 100 influence leaders in CSR sustainability. Viewers, I bring you one of Africa's foremost thought leaders in the sustainability industry, Mr. Ken EGBAS. You're welcome to Let's Talk Brand and Business.
Thank you very much, SHINA. I've followed your program for a while. You're doing a fantastic job for marketing and communication industry. Well done.
Thank you for having us, sir. Now let's talk brand and business. Could you start by telling us a bit about your journey into the world of CSR and marketing communications? What inspired you to focus on these areas? Is it because of the huge money, dedicated to CSR by...
SHINA, I wish there was money in it. I wish there was money.
I mean, huge sponsorship.
Because I've been here 21 years and I'm still looking for the money. So it's not always about the money. I think it's about the vision. The thing about vision is this. Vision comes to visionaries. And for you to be a visionary, what happens is that you get to a particular divide or a junction in your career or your life. And you need more than just what you have in your head. You need an inspiration. Where is the weather going to go to? Where is the rain going to fall next? And you have to be able to prospect into that future, even if you don't know how it's going to land, and begin to look for how to position yourself. In 2005, I remember we registered the PR company, and I was coming into an industry. I had all the behemoths, all the big organizations, and I was coming from outside of the industry into PR. And I remember then I used to ask myself, how will I compete with the likes of the quadrants and the likes of, many of them like that, corporate and financials and all of that. I needed to look for a niche, but it wasn't just a niche for myself alone, but I needed to look for a meaningful niche.
CSR and sustainability programs can be sometimes seen as costly and potentially impacting the company's profitability. How do you respond to argument that investing in
okay, so
this?
the way I would respond is this, right? A company puts down 3 billion for advertising. It's not expensive, right? But a company puts 500 million on a sustainability strategy to drive a program through to make a difference in girls' child enrollment in school, and we say it's expensive.
I mean, they believe that advertising will help them sell directly
so it
to
goes back to
customers.
that argument. Most people, the chicken and the egg which came first, right? The fact that we did not have knowledge and we did things wrong for a long time can be a very good excuse that now when you have knowledge, right, you should know how to do it better. The world has changed. The market has moved. The last ship has left the shore. We need to be on it. We need to swim to catch it, right? Because we need to now understand that unlike advertising where you invest money to pull people to your product, right? Sustainability provides for organizations and brands that opportunity to get the people themselves to be part of design of innovation and innovative products. And you already have a ready market for that. Advertising won't always guarantee you high sales. Every time people get tired. When you look at sustainability, it actually gives you a longer, your brand, your product, a longer maturation period. That is the difference that sustainability is bringing to marketing.
Are you saying sustainability project and CSR is better off advertising?
Over time, it will subsume advertising. Because why am I saying that? That a high level of ignorance and lack of knowledge and misinformation about the opportunities that sustainability can give to brands.
How can businesses, brands demonstrate that their CSR and sustainability efforts are not just marketing plot, they are authentic?
Every organization where your intersection with the issues and in your community or society, it varies. And understanding those issues that will make you understand the opportunities that are even there. And understanding those opportunities will also give you the bedrock or the background or the foundation to drive innovative products that your opponent or your competitor may not even have the foundation to do. Brands have to understand their own why. It's not the greenwashing, which a lot of companies do today to just tick the box for the sake of compliance. It's deeper than that. And when they understand that, they will not see sustainability as something somebody forces you to do. In fact, you embrace it with everything. For the last 3 years, Nigeria is now number 2 in terms of CSR spend, only behind South Africa. Where we used to be maybe number 15, that same 8 years ago, if you look at the data, Nigeria is now number 2, if you gain behind South Africa. If you look at the brands in Nigeria and South Africa, Nigerian brands cumulatively are investing more millions and billions of dollars in sustainability. But I think that as we understand it, begin to understand the strategy of entry, right? Those results, those numbers will begin to go higher.
Brands should focus more on that which benefit them in place of the genuine impact on the society.
The market is changing globally. See, what is the brand without the market? What is the use of a product if I don't have people lining up, queuing up, waiting for me to bring it out already? If you understand the language of the future, which is sustainability, and how to use it, embed your product around it, and use it to launch, you have what you call the pull. You're not pushing into the market anymore. You suddenly create the capacity to pull people. That is why today Samsung will be launching a phone, right? They have a pre-order. And they already have sold out 10 million units even before the day they bring it out. And it's amazing. But they don't just do the marketing that way. They're also connecting to the things of interest. And if you go and see, take a cursory look at communication, you should get time to utility value. This is what we do. This is what this will do for you. It's not just exchange or buy my phone. marketing is changing. So if marketing itself is changing, communication cannot be static. And if communication will not be static, how the brands, how the organization tell their stories has to become more interesting, has to take more life form, animation, to make people see themselves in what you're saying. And there's nothing better to get to activate someone or to activate the market or to activate in any way than for people to own the story themselves and begin to use the ultimate goal of communication, which is the word of mouth.
Now, what role are you, playing, in terms of bringing light into this and understanding into CSR?
Some of the biggest roles we have played is what has taken us to the world. This Sarah's Africa Sustainability Award, we started as a Nigeria award, and in 2016 it became Pan-African. Last year we had organizations from 27 countries in Africa taking part. Today is the gold standard of sustainability recognition on the continent. It is the second oldest platform of its kind in the world. If you look today, over 6,000 entries. We have had almost 4,000 organizations in 18 years who have taken part. Every year we have a side show at the United Nations General Assembly where we take some of the successful stories from around Nigeria and Africa, the brands, to take to the UN General Assembly for people to see the success stories that are coming from poverty alleviation and what have you. I remember this particular incident with an oil and gas company, and I actually led the verification team, and there was this very innovative thing, the riverine communities, no hospitals, no access, no roads, so they created a boat, a hospital on boat. I actually got in one of them, and we were just verifying, they entered it for the awards. So we got to this community. It wasn't, believe me, it wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned. We just arrived in this community, and lo and behold, there had been a woman. She was as naked could be. Of course, she was having a baby. The baby was coming out feet first. She had been in labor for about 10 hours or so. They didn't even know the boat was coming. And right there, they allowed us to record. Carried her to the emergency units of the boat. CS brought out the baby. You could see the entire village jubilating, right? And that happened on the boat? Yes, that company had entered that project for the awards that year. So when the judges were looking at it, the name of the company they didn't like. And everybody was like, this company, I said, no. So the question is, should we be punishing a brand for what they did in the past, or be encouraging them if they're trying to turn a new leaf? We took that story to the UN, and I know how much in that room people watching that video and seeing that story of just saving one life of a child or two, a mother and a child, change the perception of how people began to say, oh, so if this is what people are doing.
How do you envision the future of sustainability and CSR in Nigeria? And what role do you think technology will play, in this?
The world needs sustainability.
So what can you see in the next year?
Sustainability needs the world. It's a symbiotic relationship. Overexploitation is a human problem. Waste, excessive waste, is a human problem. Air pollution that makes people sick, and a lot of people die. Many end up in hospital. It's caused by human. Right? Almost everything is caused by human. Excessive profitability, which is an anomaly. We can have that conversation that day. It's a human problem driven by greed and inconsideration for other people. Now, in my own growth in my own life, I find two things that God makes human beings into, right? Some people have the concept that God makes them into a reservoir. They want to accumulate everything for themselves, for their well-being. The concept of the reservoir. You're either a reservoir or you're a pipe, or a pipeline. Not the kind of pipeline where you hear Nigerian government, when you ask them everything they can give, they say it's in the pipeline, not that kind of pipeline. I'm talking about the concept. It's how I understand life. So maybe you can call it the EGBAS concept. The reservoir and the pipeline. When you have a mindset of a reservoir, you're greedy, you're self-centered, you're ostentatious, you're sure of everything is about yourself. You want to make it at all costs. You want to ride the biggest cars to just show that you've arrived. You want to be, it's about you. Many years ago, maybe 50 years ago, that was the prevalent concept. That concept led to a lot of inequity, inequality, wars, drought, poverty. But the second concept, which I think is what sustainability tries to explain to us as human beings, so that we can run that with our brands, is that the concept of a pipe. The reason why God makes you a pipe, as He blesses you in your plenty, is able to flow to you, to other people who have need. It's important that that process happens, because that is what is responsible for the balance of the world.
It's a growing concern that CSR and Sustainability Awards may drive companies to prioritize projects that are more likely to win awards. How do you envision the future of sustainability and CSR in Nigeria?
Amidst a dynamic world propelled by innovation and influence, where branding defines success and communication is key, we bring you Brand and Business News on TV, your gateway to the latest in marketing strategies, branding trends, and business insights. Join us every Thursday evening as we explore the forefront of business innovation and consumer trends. From exclusive event coverage to insightful consumer feedback, Brand and Business News on TV is where brand stories meet its audience. Don't miss out. Join the conversation. Partner with us today and elevate your brand's impact. For event coverage, partnership, and advertising opportunities, contact us now on www.bbnewstv.com or call +234 7037 529494. That is +234 7037 529494. Brand and Business News on TV, shaping the future of business, brands, and marketing, one story at a time.
And this is where we draw the curtains of today's episode of Brand and Business News. Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms for more exclusive insight on marketing communication and brand updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as displayed on the screen for full access to our interviews and other interesting contents. Join us again next week on this channel for another enriching episode where we uncover the latest trends shaping the integrated marketing communication industry and Nigeria's dynamic business world. This is Brand and Business News. Bye for now.